Content warning. Horror games have become increasingly popular in recent years, and with their popularity comes a growing concern about their potential psychological and social impact. In this video, we'll explore the psychological and social effects of playing horror games and discuss ways to mitigate potential risks. Content warning: a horror game that has taken the gaming world by storm is not for the faint of heart. With its graphic violence, disturbing imagery, the game has left an undeniable impact on the minds of players. Psychological impact. Content warning has been praised for its ability to evoke intense emotions in players. The game's relentless onslaught of violence and disturbing imagery can trigger feelings of anxiety, fear, and unease. Studies have shown that exposure to such content can lead to increased heart rate, sweating, and muscle tension. Long-term effects. While the immediate psychological impact of content warning is undeniable, the game's effects can also linger long after players have finished playing. Some players report experiencing nightmares, intrusive thoughts, and a heightened sense of paranoia in the days and weeks following their gameplay. Ethical considerations. The psychological impact of such game raises important ethical considerations. While some players appreciate the game's ability to challenge their boundaries, others argue that it goes too far and could potentially harm vulnerable individuals. Experts recommend that players carefully consider their own mental health before engaging with such content. Game's power. Despite its controversial nature, content warning has also been praised for its ability to explore important societal issues. The game's developers state that they intended to create a thought-provoking experience that challenges players to confront their own fears and prejudices. While its psychological effects can be significant, the game also raises important questions about the ethics of interactive entertainment and the transformative power of games. Horror games are designed to evoke feelings of fear, anxiety, and suspense. While these emotions can be enjoyable in a controlled setting, excessive exposure can lead to negative psychological consequences. Increased anxiety and fear. Playing horror games can trigger the body's fight-or-flight response, leading to increased anxiety and fear levels. Sleep disturbances. The intense emotional experiences associated with horror games can disrupt sleep patterns, making it difficult to fall or stay asleep. Desensitization to violence. Repeated exposure to graphic violence in horror games can lead to desensitization, reducing the emotional impact of violence in real life. Social impacts. Horror games can also have social implications, particularly for younger players. Isolation. Playing horror games alone can lead to feelings of isolation and disconnection from others. Aggressive behavior. The violent content in horror games can increase aggressive thoughts and behaviors, especially in children and adolescents. Social stigma. Horror games are often associated with negative stereotypes, which can lead to social stigma for those who play them. In the realm of terror, psychological and social skills become a chilling battleground that determines survival against the horrors that lurk within the shadows of these games. The chilling environments and intense gameplay can profoundly affect players' psychological and social well-being. Their psychological and social skills are pushed to the limits. Mitigating risks. While horror games can have potential risks, there are steps you can take to mitigate these effects. Limit play time. Avoid playing horror games for extended periods to reduce the risk of excessive exposure. Play with others. Playing horror games with friends or family can provide a sense of support and reduce feelings of anxiety. Breaks. Take regular breaks during play to allow your body and mind to recover. Seek support. If you experience any negative psychological or social effects from playing horror games, reach out to a trusted friend, family member, or mental health professional. Ultimately, horror games can provide a thrilling and immersive experience, but it's important to be aware of their potential psychological and social impacts. By limiting play time, playing with others, taking breaks, and seeking support when needed, you can mitigate these risks and enjoy horror games safely.